There are a lot of questions about whether a state can successfully secede from the Union, which is known as the United States of America. Let's start at the top. Secession primarily refers to the voluntary withdrawal of one or more states from the Union that constitute the United States. Advocates for secession are called disunionists. The Constitution does not make any provisions for secession, nor does it provide any means for its own dissolution, meaning the Founding Fathers did not foresee that states later on would want to be seceded from the Union of the United States. However, the Constitution does provide a way to be amended and prescribes how it may be done, but it does not, as it exists now, contemplate its own destruction. However, if the people of the United States are not secured by their own government, and the people of any state have no other means to redress their grievances except by separating themselves from their oppressors, it is their undoubted natural right to do so. Some have argued for secession as a constitutional right, and others as form of a natural right of revolution. The most relevant case here is Texas v. White that went to the Supreme Court. It was ruled that secession is unconstitutional. However, it did comment that by revolution or by consent of the states, it could lead to a successful secession. The most serious attempt at secession was advanced in the years of 1860 and 1861 as the 11 southern states declared secession from the United States and joined to form the Confederate States of America. The movement later collapsed in 1865 with the defeat of the Confederate forces by the Union armies in the American Civil War. In the history of the United States, the only territories that have withdrawn from the country were from the Louisiana Purchase and the 49th parallel north, which means this is when I think it's Alberta and Saskatchewan became Canada. Also the territory of the Commonwealth of the Philippines, which is now part of the Republic of the Philippines. There are also 3 instances in U.S. history with a portion of a state successfully succeeding to create a new state, so Kentucky, Maine, and West Virginia. When people say this hasn't been successful, they're usually talking about Texas v. White. It was ruled unconstitutional for Texas to secede from the U.S. However, this is the same case where it says and recognize that a state could cease to be a part of the Union through revolution or through consent of the states. So California is going for consent of the states. So whether California can successfully declare independence from the Union of the United States, we will have to see over the next 4 years.